one of the ways that we saved so much money was doing the rewire of the house ourselves, and then we had the electrician Brian come in and try and certify it once we'd run all the cables, and it was looking pretty good. We were using the new electrics, we weren't having a problem with them, but obviously it wasn't going to be as easy as that.
Is it one take?
No, I've stopped it, but I can cut it out. That is the power.
So, what's happened is Brian's come to certify our electrics and unfortunately found an issue with our incoming resistance. I don't really know too much about this, but he's basically done a ZE test and he's found that the ohmage, which is the resistance, is at 3.06 ohms, which is way too high. It shouldn't be more than 0.8 ohms for a house. And essentially what that means is from my understanding of it, I'm not an electrician, but the consumer unit is less likely to trip if the ohmage is higher. So that's why you want it lower, because it's essentially more safe.
Yeah, so basically we could have been electrocuted at any point.
We couldn't have got, I mean, we've also got the...
We could have been.
No, because our consumer unit is safe enough. It's not, what do you call it?
Dan's downplaying it because according to the British Gas Man, this is a category A incident.
Well, the thing is, we've got the RCD, so the RCD would have tripped anyway.
Sorry.
And so we probably wouldn't have been electrocuted anyway. But we were using the electrics, and we know that the RCD worked because a bulb did previously blow, and the RCD tripped, so the circuit was off. So therefore, we were safe. However, annoyingly enough, the British Gas guy came and said it wasn't his issue, but he took out our fuse. And then
which means that we are officially, we don't have electrics.
We have electricity. And then he called the UKPN guys, because technically the mains cable is their asset. And they basically said, you need, basically, we don't have earth. Basically, the clamp is currently clamped straight to the outside sheath of the mains cable coming up.
Long story short, we decided to install an earthing rod onto the property as was the quickest and easiest way to gain an earth. UKPN said that they'd take at least 8 weeks to come and install one, which was way too long for us. So we decided to put the earthing rod just outside our property in the area where a holly bush lay. We had to remove the holly bush in the first place because it was too close to the property and might have damaged the foundations in the future as it kept growing. As you can see, this is just me struggling to drill through the brickwork. It was pretty tough, and also as we didn't have electricity, we had to borrow it from our next door neighbour. Luckily, Ernie's a very nice guy and helped us out. So this is where the earthing rod has actually been installed into the ground. I realised that we didn't actually take a video of that. Essentially, it's just a 1.5 metre long copper rod. Well, it's copper coated actually, and then I've just screwed on the wire connect onto the thread on top of the copper rod. Here's me just pulling out the earthing cable. So this is Ernie just making a cameo and checking out our handiwork. I think he was a builder in a past life, and yeah, he just likes to see what's going on. This is us just cleaning up the hole. It was about to rain, so we had to cover up all the soil so it wouldn't get blown away or get too wet, and so we could use it tomorrow. At this point we hadn't actually installed the case over the earthing rod, which is something that we had to do the following day.
So this is what we've been working on. We've obviously hacked down the tree here because we need to put an earthing rod
in our property because we didn't actually have enough for our circuits. So we dug all this out, which took a while, and you can see all the footage. And we just basically buried a earthing rod in that, connected it up. For now, we've just buried it shallow, but we will actually concrete all of this at one point, so it's all secure. But it's secure at the moment. It's not going to. So after this process, we did get the electrician to double check everything that we did, as well as actually connect the earthing rod to the mains electrics. We didn't do any of that. We undertook this project as it's pretty easy to do, just a bit of graft really, and our electrician was happy for us to undertake it and check all our work. I would suggest for people to actually give it a go because it's not too hard, as long as their electrician is happy for them to undertake the work. So if you like this kind of video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.